Welcome back into the live Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey, producer Chris Daughtry behind the scenes for today's show. We are starting up once again the Madden Live Sims. We will have week one of the Cowboys against the Eagles coming up here in just a little bit, which means we are debuting the new jersey as well, which is the Andre Zubarvo Bad Wolf 69 jersey that will rock. Maybe some others get in the rotation this year as well. First up, are you excited for the Madden Sims? Y for yes, N for no. We're tweaking kind of what we did last year. Might just do a bunch of these live shows this year as just the Sims. Not worry about anything else. It's just going to be the Madden Sim. We'll do a mailbag at the end of today's show as well, but just prioritize the simulations themselves. Are you excited? Y for yes, N for no. So we won't do 50 minutes of show and then get into it. We'll do like 15 minutes. Give everyone a chance to click the notification and then hop on in for the sim. So we've got basically until the preseason begins. So very, very compact schedule because I can't do it beforehand. I can't do it until I know what the schedule is. Otherwise, it's weird. So I got to wait for the right times and organization and got the updated rosters. One note, I couldn't change the coach. So we still have to deal with Mike out there. We're just going to pretend that Schottenheimer is wearing a fat suit this year. I don't know. That's all I got there. Are you excited? Y for yes, N for no. Let me know in the comments of today's show. And with the schedule now out, predict the Cowboys record this year for me as well. Curious what you guys have to say. Put out my record prediction earlier this morning. Got him at 10 wins. We'll see what the Maddens. I think Madden had him winning 13 games last year or something ridiculous. So it's Madden. It's always kind of a bit juiced in favor of the Cowboys. We'll see how things play out this time, though. Give me your Cowboys record predictions in the comment section of today's show. And we'll give some shout-outs as those come in as well. Ty's got the Cowboys going 11-6. Daniel's got 12-11, 11-6. As we go 2-3 in weeks 12 to 17. That's going to be your tough stretch. It's a gauntlet, man. You are only playing playoff teams from last year in that run. So if you can you can snag 2 wins, it's a pretty good run there. Sean's going optimistic, 17-0. Nice, I like it. Corey says 10-7. Larry says 14-3. Zachary says 11-5. Chris says 13-4. Plenty of optimism out there on that front. All right, let's get into the Super Chat menu, and we'll kind of keep this pretty consistent over the Madden Sim timeline here. Still doing this, a $5 Venmo gets you into the Micah decision pool. You pick the date Micah signs, or I guess gets traded. Closest one wins. Take home is something like 17, almost $20 right now. Every $10 Super Chat or Super Thanks, or I guess Venmo too if you don't want to Super Chat for whatever reason, will get you into a George Pickens jersey raffle. So we will, at TBD when we call that, it'll be at least before the season. But if we get to a critical mass point in, the months of May and June, maybe we'll give away 2. But $10 gets you in for that kind of call it the summer jersey raffle. George Pickens, the newest member of the Cowboys. I want to run as many 50-50 Venmo raffles as possible. TBD how often we get to do it. It's really more or less up to you guys on that front. $20 to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle. We'll do beer bongs for 50s. As many beer bongs as you want me to do over the summer, I will do those for the $50 Super Chats. And, much like the Bad Wolf 69 jersey we are wearing, $500 Venmo gets you a custom Cowboys jersey. I can wear it throughout the season or just, give it to you now and ship it out to you. So that is the Super Chat menu. I'll remind you guys throughout that on today's live streams. Who you got in the meantime? C for the Cowboys, E for the Eagles in our Madden live stream coming up here in just a little bit. 90% voting in favor of the Cowboys. That's C for the Cowboys, E for the Eagles. Gets those votes in. Who you got? C or E for the Cowboys and the Eagles. 88% now. So votes change in there. This is for the sim, not for the actual game itself. That might be a different answer because it is Madden and everything else there. So as we get set up here for today's live sim, some rules. I turned injuries off. Now, with that said, I'm not going to have Trayvon Diggs or DeMarvion Overshown out there to start the season. I will keep those on the outs to get things going. So I think around the bye after week 10, I'll bring them back. I do have the updated rosters loaded, so rookies, signings, trades, George Pickens, all that, they are there. No coaches. Coaches are not updated. I cannot do it, so you're going to get to see not actually look like him very much. Mike McCarthy out there. 7-minute quarters, we bumped up the time this year. I did turn flags down, not off. We'll see what happens. It's Madden. Sometimes, it's the game just like sometimes decides what happens, and it's super, super frustrating. So we're going to begin with week 1, which is the Cowboys. They're an 80 overall when I kicked off here. Eagles are an 84 overall in Madden, if that matters at all. That is what it is there. The 2024 record, obviously, the Eagles are 7-point favorites in the real game, but this is a video game. It's not real life. So we will see how things play out here momentarily. I want you guys to predict the score for me of Cowboys. 7-minute quarter or so. I do have the accelerated clock on, which normally means little bit less points end up being scored. So do make note of that one. And let me know what your score predictions are. Then we'll get kickoff here in a couple of minutes. I'll give some shout-outs as these come in. Get those super chats in, too. Any super chats, just like the real games, we'll treat it like a real game. We will be able to showcase those as they come in and have some fun. And if you guys want to get me drunk, and get me drunk. Never forget the iconic moment last year where someone said they do a $100 super chat if Kevontae Turpin turned a kickoff for a touchdown, and then he did on the very next play, which is wild because we obviously we can't rig it at all. It's an incredible moment there. Give me your score predictions. I see 27-20 Cowboys from both YouTube Jay, Ty Condi, 24-14 from Larry, 24-20 from Steven. Daniel says, I'm going 27-21 Eagles over my Cowboys. 30-27 Philly from Austin Kemp. I see Robert's got a hashtag Cowboys in there. Feel free to throw them in. We will do a mailbag after the Madden Sim wraps up. So get those score predictions in for Cowboys against the Eagles. Zachary's got 26-13. Everest Esports has 41-37. 30-23 from Robert Simmons. Those are all Cowboys, by the way, coming out on top. So get your score predictions in. Ready to go for it, Chris? Let's do it. No need to drag things out here. If you're ready to start the Madden Sim, like the video for me right now. It is on the road against Philadelphia. Got the PM kickoff time. Also had it clear skies. I'll mix in some random weather and pick rain, and if I can find a snow game, I'll do a snow game too because that was fun last year. I think we did the Eagles game in the snow. Not how it turned out, but I want to have at least one of those there. So like the video if you haven't already. Goal was always that 50% like ratio. Not actually that far away from getting there. So help me out. Like the video, please, and thank you right now. Greg's got 10-7. Ooh, a low-scoring game from Greg. These are score predictions, by the way. James has 24-17. Jason's got 31-30. So, high-scoring games and some low-scoring games. All right, Chris, whenever you're ready, let's get things going here. Cowboys get the ball to begin the game with it's Kevontae Turpin and Wanye Thomas back deep to return. I think that's Turpin to bring it out to the 25 and taken down there. And the Cowboys will begin on offense. I'm going to have to learn all the new numbers. I've not done this yet, so it'll be entertaining on that front there. Cowboys, Eagles. Thursday night football. I don't know if there's any way to pick the proper scoreboards or it's just generic scoreboards on the Monday night, Thursday night stuff. Thursday night football. Tyler Booker, by the way, I caught one snap. It looks like he looks abnormally skinny with the updated roster. I think he's bigger than that in real life. So I always find that one entertaining. So Prescott will come out under center. Javonte Williams, I made him the starter. I do have Jaden Blue involved. As Javonte up the middle of the first carry, picks up 12 yards on that one. So it is the updated rosters here. I am hopeful that there's Trayvon Diggs. By the way, I did bench him. He is on the bench along with DeMarvion Overshown. So Yeah, they're still going to go to him because he's a highly rated player, but I don't know how that turns out. So 1st and 10, Prescott throws, check down caught. That's George Pickens. The updated rosters have Pickens wearing 13. We still don't know what his number is going to be. So once we figure it out, we'll change it in the rosters, and it'll be entertaining. So no new coaches either, so we're just kind of stuck on that one. Prescott will go under center following the 3-yard pass to Pickens. Play action pass, has time, out route, sidelines, incomplete. Think that was intended for C.D. Lamb. So 6:01 to go in the first quarter. There's Madden Mike. We couldn't change the coaches. We're stuck with him. I hate it. So trips left on a key early 3rd down. Ball at the 41. Prescott dropping back, throwing across his body, and caught for a 1st down to midfield by C.D. Lamb. If he does that in real life, I'll freak out. Oh, you can't. That's a 15-yard penalty now. It's a 15-yard penalty on Lamb because that's no longer allowed. That's just a reckless throw. Just completely across the body, sidearm like that. Probably better off running if he can run. That is a 1st down, just like we do for the real games. Type in those ones for me in the comments. Prescott under center, 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right. This is a handoff to Javonte, getting to the edge, stiff arms, and picks up 3. So 2 carries so far for Javonte Williams. That's 15 yards in total, bringing up 2nd and 7. After there's Mozzie Smith and Micah Parsons. 2nd and 7 here. Prescott will go shotgun set, empty personnel, nobody in the backfield with him. Drops back, quick slant, caught by Lamb, picks up 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Yeah, see, Booker's too skinny. He's way too skinny as far as I'm concerned. 3rd down coming up. Type in those 3s. And to do it just like real-life games. Got the Super Chat menus here as well, too, folks. 3rd down. Prescott in the shotgun. Drops back, looking, has all day, spinning into nobody, and takes a terrible sack. That is, if that were real life, that would be on the quarterback, because there's no way you can lose 4 yards in that scenario. Good initial protection. Prescott, Madden Dak, I should always clarify Madden Dak and Madden Mike and Madden CD, because Madden Tolbert balled out last year, if you guys remember that. Terrible sack. Good news is Cowboys in field goal range. This is a 63-yard try from Brandon Aubrey. Joe Milton is the holder. Kick is on its way. And good. The alien delivers. Spam your alien emojis in the comment section. That one would have been good from almost 70. Maybe more like 67. So Aubrey drills a long field goal to give the Cowboys the early Madden Sim lead. 3-0 on that one. Spam that alien emoji for me in the comments section of today's show. The live stream for the Madden Sim. We'll go to the Super Chat menu in the next change of possession as Aubrey's kick is away. That looked really weird coming off the foot, but brought out by, I forget who the Eagles return man is actually. It's bad of me. I'm pretty sure it's Williams. Avery Williams is back there for returns for Philadelphia in this one. So 3-0, Cowboys up early as they showcase the 2024 Jalen Hurts stats because, it's all pre-done there. By the way, $10 Super Chat gets you into the George Pickens jersey raffle. $50 and we'll start doing beer bongs. How about that? So 4:19 to go. It's the really very similar Eagles offense out there. Hurts in the shotgun. Saquon 2 is, remember, no overshown. No digs in this one for the Cowboys. So I started Leafau Murray and Sanborn at linebacker, and only no gain there. Hit hard and immediately by, I think that's Kenneth Murray. I got to learn all the Cowboys numbers again. That is indeed Kenneth Murray. So Kenneth Murray makes the initial stop of Saquon to bring up 2nd and 10. Cowboys with a very weird formation out to the right side with just a lot of guys. Hurts against the blitz, Throws in the dirt, incomplete. DeRon Bland and others. They showed a Bland. I don't think he actually blitzed on that one. I don't know who actually did. There's Jaden Blue, by the way, 34. That's Jaden Blue right there. Third down, type in those threes. Hurts in the shotgun. 3:52 to go in the first quarter. Saquon get a motion out wide. Four-man front for Dallas. They bring four. Hurts rolling right, looking, tucking, running, is fumbles, balls out, and rolls out of bounds. Man, we had the turnover chain here and prepared to go right there. I think Dante Fowler knocked it loose technically, or maybe it was Maurice Leafau. Harmlessly ends up rolling out of bounds after the Hurts fumble. Either way, it'll end up bringing up a punt on 4th and 5. Cowboys showing a blitz. I don't know, that one guy just phased through somebody else. Punt is away. Turpin back deep. There's a free runner, a free gunner, I should say, and fair caught at the 15. So that is where the Cowboys will come out on offense. Quickly, a reminder of today's Super Chat menu. A $5 Venmo gets you into the Micah decision pool. Closest prediction ends up getting it right. $10, George Pickens jersey raffle entry. We'll give away a jersey later on this offseason, so $10 to enter that. $20 for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. We'll do that maybe once a month somewhere. It depends on how many we get there. $50 for a beer bong. You guys can get me drunk if you want. And $500. I'll rock a custom Cowboys jersey of your choosing or ship it out to you immediately. Right now we're rocking the Andres Yabarvo Bad Wolf 69. Back to the game. Cowboys, 1st and 10, trips right, shotgun set, ball at their own 16. Prescott, under pressure, tucking, running, fumbles, it's loose. Dallas dove on it. So 2 fumbles on back-to-back offensive plays. They get away with that one. Whew. So 2nd and 9 after the ill-timed Prescott fumble. Cowboys dodged it and dove on it. Prescott drops back over the middle, caught by Lamb. That will bring up 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys. Alex said, sorry, my wife said I'm not allowed to get you drunk anymore because then I get me drunk. I won't tell. No snitching here. No snitching here. 3rd and 1, under center. I think I made Javonte Williams the power back for Dallas, and Blue's like the 3rd down back and top backup. Wide open George Pickens on the hitch route. First down right there. Nakobe Dean makes the tackle. Type in those ones. I think they will run a lot of hitches with George Pickens. That's what he's good at, and the Cowboys like them. So, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. Sirianni probably John with his own fans there. Prescott under center. Drops back, hands it off to Javonte Williams, who's got about 9, 10. They're going to give him 9 on that one. Questionable spot. I thought he had that. Thought he had that one. So 2nd and inches now. After a 9.5-yard pickup by Javonte Williams, Dak will go under center. It's that 2x2 set they love. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends, or at least Madden loves, I should say. Prescott hands it off. Williams gets the first down. Not much more, but that's all they needed. Type in those ones again. A first down pickup for Javonte Williams. Minute 35 to go now in the first quarter. And yes, it is still Madden Mike. Hopefully, the end of game clock management isn't as bad this year. Some of the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. Empty personnel set. Prescott drops back. It's a quick one. Caught for a gain of maybe 3. Jaden Blue, the rookie running back. He was really good in the updated rosters. I almost turned him down. He was as good as Donovan Ezeraki. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So 2nd and 7. Trips to left, tight end to right. Looks like Javonte to the right of Prescott. Dak will drop back. Under pressure, throwing off balance, caught, and then dropped. Jalen Tolbert got rocked. That is what we call a hospital ball. He was destined to get drilled on that one. There was really no way around it. So 3rd and 7. Empty again for the Cowboys. Prescott drops back over the middle, caught by Ferguson. And Fergie gets down inside the 35. Another 3rd down pickup from the Cowboys. Type in those ones for a first down. Ferguson, first down pickup there, picking on a kind of a shaky Eagles linebacking core outside of Zach Bond. From the Madden ratings perspective, I should say. Do want to clarify that one. 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Prescott throws, caught by Lamb for a gain of 8. Cowboys do not have to run a play here. And no, there is no Schottenheimer because it's the, obviously Madden 25, so the second Madden 25, technically. And it's stuck. 2nd and 2. Prescott in the shotgun. Jaden Blue to his right. Dak drops back, throws, dropped and maybe broken up. I couldn't quite tell from that angle. Nakobe Dean on that one. 8 seconds to go now in the first quarter. Cowboys up 3-0. They are on the outside of field goal range. Prescott under center. Williams the single back. Drops back. Throws, caught, first down, George Pickens. That will end the first quarter. Cowboys marching, ball at the 23-yard line. Let's do a special deal here. The normal deals all stand. $5 Venmo for the Micah decision pool. $10 for the George Pickens jersey raffle. $20 for the Venmo 50-50 raffle on Venmo. If the Cowboys score a touchdown on this drive, I will do 2 beer bongs for every 50. I might regret this, but every $50 super chat. If it comes in before the touchdown, if it happens on this drive, every 50, I will do 2 beer bongs for, and then, $500 for the Venmo custom jersey. So if we get 50s and the Cowboys score a TD on this Madden Sim drive, I will do 2 beer bongs, but need the 50s first. Let's dive in then to the second quarter of action. 1st and 10, ball at the 23-yard line. Prescott in the shotgun, drops back over the middle, caught by Ferguson, gets the first down to about the 13. So Cowboys marching. That $50 beer bong 2-for-1 special looks kind of nice right now. Type in those ones for a first down pickup. Ball at the 13. Prescott going empty personnel. 3 left, 2 right. And he changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Dak against the blitz. Out route, Ferguson caught for a gain of 6. Second looked like that ball was kind of like jumping up around. It was bobbling a little bit. Don't know what happened there. 2nd and 4. Potentially final call for the $50 beer bong 2-for-1 special here. From the 6. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends left. Hands off. Javonte Williams down to the 1. 1st and goal from the 1 coming up here in the second quarter. Cowboys got a field goal on their opening drive. Now trying to punch in it for a touchdown on their second one. 1st and goal from the 1. Prescott in the shotgun. Looks like Jaden Blue to his right. Handoff. Blue taken down at the 1 again. 2nd and goal from the 1 coming up now. Don't know if we're going to get that beer bong 2-for-1 offer. Sad. So Jaden Blue cannot punch it in. Cowboys now going pistol. Javonte Williams back in the game. Why don't you just sneak it? I don't know. Come on, Madden. Prescott, Javonte, look at that push off the line there. My goodness. The entire offensive line was 3 yards into the end zone. Javonte Williams punches it in. Look at the offensive line here. They're all just like multiple yards downfield. It's also like, why was there nobody over the center? Like, no one BB has no one to block. Again, Madden logic makes no sense. Type in those TDs as the Cowboys score. Extra point coming up here. They're up early over the Philadelphia Eagles. 9-0. This to make it 10-0. Aubrey's extra point is up. I'm going to assume good. I'm assuming good. I can't tell from anything on that front. So, early lead for the Cowboys. Vic the Slick 22, a $50 super chat. Let's do some beer bongs here. It's 5 o'clock almost somewhere. Almost East Coast, too. Who you got in the meantime? C for the Cowboys, E for the Eagles. Everyone spam V in the comments for Vic the Slick. I'll let you grab the beer bongs and stuff here when you get a second, Chris. You're all good. Kick is away for Brandon Aubrey. Avery Williams will bring it out. 20, 25, 30, taken down there. Appreciate you, Vic the Slick. We'll also give you some entries into the George Pickens jersey, because why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. There we go. Thank you, Vic the Slick. I appreciate that, my friend. We'll do the beer bongs here in just a second as the Eagles down 10-0. Boom. Limeade, Simply Spiked Seltzers coming in. So, 1st and 10, Philly. Saquon with a big hole off the right side will pick up about 6 on that one. First of 2 coming over here. Poor. A lot of foam in there. That's fine. Saquon again, nowhere to go. A Mozzie Smith sighting. A positive one, no less. Mozzie Smith in there on the tackle. A TFL for Mozzie. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Hurts in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking, throwing, check down, caught at the first down marker. I think that's Grant Calcaterra. Second beer bong coming up. Ow. Hurts, handoff, Saquon up the middle, first down and more. Think that's where we miss Overshown not being out there. No Overshown, no digs for this sim game, by the way. None. 1st and 10 now for Philadelphia. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Hurts in the shotgun, ball at the 46-yard line. Hurts drops back to pass. Hand off to Barkley, and he picks up 5 on that one. So, Eagles... It's Madden, so I can say it. They don't trust Hurts. There you go. 3:22 to go here. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Cowboys. They are up 10-0 in this Madden Sim. Hurts in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Blitz coming. Throws. Almost intercepted. Oh, Ravel, the rookie, almost had a pick 6 on Jalen Hurts. Oh, just goes down as a regular pass breakup instead. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 41. They're kind of in field goal range here. Hurts in the shotgun. Drops back. Has time. Throws. Caught. Barkley will not get the first down. Leofau makes the tackle with some pressures from Micah on that one. 4th and 2 coming up now. And they're going to bring out Jake Elliott, who ran like this for some reason. He's a robot. Oh, they're going to go for it. 4th and 2. Real-life Eagles. Hurts, throws, caught for a first down. Devonta Smith. Why did it show the kicker coming out, and then they actually go for it? God, man. CFB 25 is way better. It's way better. Love that game. Pumped so many hours into it this past year. So many. I didn't even turn this on. I'm off the deluxe pack. I only paid CFP 25. Hurts going empty. Got to watch for the quarterback run here. It's a blitz. He throws wide open. Blown coverage. Micah was in coverage. They ran a zone blitz, and they end up with they're asking Micah Parsons to run from the edge to get to A.J. Brown in the slot. Why would that ever be a defensive play call? Why would you ever do that? They had one guy in coverage against two people on the left side. Of course it failed. Is it rigged? That felt like rigged to me. Felt like rigged. They rigged it so the Eagles could score and make this a game. All right. Extra point is up and good. 10-7. Cowboys still have the lead. They're going to get the ball here on the outside of the 2-minute warning. Remember, the Eagles get the ball to begin the second half. $10 gets you into our George Pickens jersey raffle, by the way, folks. $10 for that. We'll do a mailbag after the Madden Sim wraps up as well. Kick coming up here from Jake Elliott. Someone said that's Madden. It's a lot of stuff. It's just Madden that I hate. That is Wanye Thomas on the return is going to get to about the 24. So as a reminder, unlike last year, we do have the new kickoff rules, not the updated ones for this upcoming season, though. So we're halfway there. Javonte Williams scored the touchdown on the on the last drive, I should say. Cowboys back out there now. 2:06 to go, so you can run the ball if you want to. Prescott in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Ball at the 28-ish. Drops back. Throws. Dangerous and nearly intercepted. And probably should have been. Tried to take kind of I don't know if that was a slot fade or a seam or a wheel. Couldn't tell where it came from. Nearly intercepted and should have been. Think that was Keely Ringo in coverage? Not actually sure. So 2:02 here in the first half. Prescott drops back under some pressure, tucking, running, and picks up a half yard. So 2-minute warning. Minute 56 to go. Cowboys up 10-7. I wouldn't say that was a real-life throw. That throw comes in between the hashes. That's where Dak makes those sometimes really good, sometimes really bad, dangerous seam shots. 3rd and 9. Prescott in the shotgun. Drops back. Has time. Tucking and is going to lose 2 yards. That was a coverage sack, we'll call it there. So the Cowboys very quickly have to punt. And Philadelphia will now get a chance to get the ball back and go for the old 2-for-1 special. It's a bad drive by Dallas. Should have been picked. Scramble for 2 or scramble for 1, sack -2. Brian Anger on for the punt. At the 30, Avery Williams is going to go nowhere. Brought down quickly on that one. Think that was Kalen Carson. So A.J. Brown scored the 32-yard touchdown in coverage against Micah Parsons because, that makes sense. Minute 44 to go here. Hurts with the offense. Jahan Dotson is receiver 3 with Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley. Hurts in empty personnel. Cowboys showing a blitz. They're going to bring 4. Fowler getting pressure. And Osa Odigizua is going to bring him down for a sack. Clock will run in a second. It's a loss of 6 as Osa brings down Jalen Hurts. A key sack there. Clock is ticking now. Javante's fired up about it. Big sack there by Osa. Eagles will take some time off the clock here. Minute 19 and ticking. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers left. 1 comes in motion. I haven't seen much motion in this game. Hurts throws, quick, caught, and a yard is all the Eagles will gain, and neither team will call a timeout here with 1 minute to go, 3rd and 10 coming up. The Eagles should just take the time off the clock here. Like, that's what they should do. They're going to go no huddle. Okay. Hurts drops back, throws, almost intercepted by Kenneth Murray. Right through his hands, ends up falling incomplete. That's twice now the Cowboys should have picked off Jalen Hurts. Twice now. Good play there by Kenneth Murray to at least force the incompletion, but it could have been more. So Eagles will punt. Dallas has all 3 timeouts left. Punt is away. Fielded at the 20 by Turpin and gets to about the 23-24. So all 3 timeouts, 38 seconds left here for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, if they get points on this drive, if it comes in before, a $50 Super Forehand, I will do 2 more beer bongs. Got to get points on this drive, though, for $50. And the 50 should come in beforehand. I was chill with it because I appreciate it, but it's supposed to be before the touchdown happens. So 2-for-1 special for the rest of the half if the Cowboys score points. Prescott throws, caught. Madden Tolbert makes a return to the 39-yard line. Dallas calls timeout. All of a sudden, they're like 20 yards away from being, not even 15 yards away from being in field goal range. Just got to get to midfield for Automatic Aubrey, our alien, as B Fatty points out. 2-for-1, $50 beer bong special here. If the Cowboys get points, ball at the 39-yard line. Got to get to midfield, basically. Motion out of the backfield. Prescott over the middle, caught by Pickens. He picks up 5, and Dallas has to burn a timeout. 2nd and 5, 29 seconds left. 10-7, Cowboys lead. If Dallas gets points and we get a $50 super chat beforehand, I will do 2 beer bongs. On this drive, obviously. 2nd and 5 for Prescott in the offense. Drops back. Looking. Dancing. Rolling right. And is going to take a terrible sack. Just throw it away. You're out of the tackle box. What are you doing? Throw that ball away. Horrible. It's multiple times now, Madden Dak has taken, not even Caleb Williams-esque sacks. Like, what are you doing out there? Will Levis-esque sacks. Why did that just happen? Oh, he's clearly down. Yeah, that elbow, okay, so they're reviewing a fumble there. Shout out to YouTube Jay who spotted it. I actually didn't even see it. Clearly it was down. Also, Dallas called that timeout, which makes no sense. Why did they call the timeout? That doesn't make any sense. What are they doing out there? Hurts celebrating the upholding of of down by contact. Well, now they're going to run the ball here. Prescott hands it off to Javonte Williams, gets to the 41. Eagles call a timeout again. Why did Dallas call a timeout there? Why? Madden logic is so bad. Olivia knows not to call a timeout there. Like, what are we doing out here? Now the Eagles going to have 1 timeout instead of 0 and a chance to get the football back here. Punt team on with Brian Anger. It is away. Grabbed the 15 by Avery Williams. Taken down. I think that was Trent Sig, the long snapper on the tackle. 12 or maybe 13 seconds left here. We'll see if the Eagles try to push the ball downfield at their own 20 with 1 timeout left in the half. They're going to go shotgun. Hurts drops back, going to hand it off to Saquon, who's just going to bleed clock, and that will be it for the first half. Cowboys up 10-7. Eagles get the ball to begin the second half. This is the Super Chat menu. $5 is the Micah decision pool. You guys can get those in with the $5 Venmo, predict that he signs or gets traded. Closest one wins the 50-50 split the pot. $10 is a George Pickens jersey raffle entry. $10 to enter that. It'll be the official number once it comes out, by the way. $20 for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. I want to do a few of those over the course of the Madden Sim, so stay tuned on that. $50 for the beer bongs. If you guys want to get me drunk, you can get me drunk. And then we'll have drunk mailbags afterwards. Could be a lot of fun. $500 Venmo. Custom Cowboys, just like the Andres Yabarvo Bad Wolf one I am wearing right now. We'll ship it out to you at the end of the season, or now, but I can wear it on air for you instead. So second half set to begin here. You can vote who you got. C for the Cowboys, E for the Eagles. Avery Williams back on the return for Philadelphia, gets to about the 27-yard line. And that is where the Eagles will come out on offense. A chance to take the lead for the first time all game. Dallas up by 3 here. Hurts coming out in the pistol set. 4-man front for Dallas. 3 linebackers. Hurts will hand it off again to Saquon. Saquon with space. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 30. Taken down there. Big run by Saquon. Taken down from behind by Kenneth Murray. A massive chunk gain there for the Eagles, as he did the open field, truck stick move with no one in front of him. Massive pickup there for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 30, already in field goal range to tie. Motion. Hurts in the shotgun, drops back, throws, caught by Saquon. He's going to pick up 9. I'm going to put my fan on real quick too. Don't mind me disappearing off screen. We're back. 2nd and 1. 6:05 to go in the third quarter. Just outside the red zone. Hurts in the shotgun. Looking, tucking, throwing, and away. He could have tucked and ran for the first down. I don't really get that one, but thanks, Jalen. Appreciate that, bud. 3rd and 1 now. Pistol set. Barkley behind Jalen. Hurts throws to Saquon, who drops it. Just like that early season flat route 2-point play, he just dropped it. That was a first down and more. 4th and 1, you got to assume tush push, right? Got to be. They're going to go for it shotgun style. Why isn't Madden doing the tush push for the Eagles every play? What are they doing? Hurts hands it off to Saquon, blown up in the backfield. Kenneth Murray, a stop. We need Madden Murray this year. He's been awesome. Kenneth Murray with the only guy to stop a touchdown really on that play. Slices between the offensive line and blows it up in the backfield. And the defense delivers. Great job there by Kenneth Murray. So now the Cowboys offense going back out there. 5:45 to go. In the third quarter, Prescott going shotgun here. Eagles got a bunch of guys over the front. It's a handoff to Jaden Blue, who's going to pick up 3 yards on that one. 2nd and 7. Inside of 5.5. Next time the ball is snapped here. There's injured Trayvon Diggs. Not playing today. I benched him. Same with DeMarvion Overshown. 2nd and 7 now for the Cowboys. Ball at the 25-yard line. Prescott hands it off again to Javonte Williams. Picks up only 2. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 coming up here. Cowboys up 10-7 in the week 1 of the Madden Sim. Prescott will go shotgun here. 2-by-2 set. Blitz coming. Seam shot. Wide open Ferguson. 40, 35. Taken down from behind. Jake Ferguson was wide open. Sidney Brown made the tackle. Eagles brought a blitz, and nobody went with Ferguson. Kind of just like that A.J. Brown touchdown earlier in the game. Uncovered. Massive chunk gain. Type in those ones for a first down. From the 35, Prescott under center. Motion with Lamb. They're going to give it to Lamb. He's going to cut it up and get 2. That was a play straight out of the actual Cowboys playbook right there. I like that. I like that. Second and 8. Four minutes to go here in the third quarter. Prescott in the shotgun. Javonte to his right. It's a quarterback keeper. Prescott takes a hit but gets the first down. Good thing injuries are turned off, right? I would just have heart palpitations over those plays there. A well-timed read option. A first down pickup. Type in those ones. All right. 1st and 10 from the 22. Prescott against the blitz, throws across his body, finds Ferguson near the first down marker. 2nd and 9. Fergie's got 80 yards. Same offer. Every $50 super that comes in if the Cowboys score a TD, if it comes in before they score the TD, is a beer bong. So 2 for 1 special here again for the $50 super chats. Trips right. Prescott in the shotgun. Drops back. Has time. Over the middle. Tolbert down to the 5. Actually the 4. 1st and goal. Again, the deal is if the Cowboys score a TD and you send in the 50, I'll do 2 beer bongs instead of the 1. They're going offset I form here for Javonte Williams. He's got 1 today. It's a pass, though. Prescott rolling right. Takes a sack. Bad sack again from Prescott. I hate under center non-play action too. I've never liked that. So 2nd and goal from the 10. Vic's got 1. Do we get 2? They got to score the TD on this drive. Prescott under center. Drops back. Has all day. Rolling right. Cutting it up. Sliding and gets back to the 7. We're going to do at least 1 here. Can the Cowboys get 7 on 3rd and goal? Everyone spam Vic for me in the comments. There it is from Vic. 3rd and goal. Prescott drops back, looking, throwing, touchdown! It's Pickens! George Pickens, the 2 new guys on the offense, getting the touchdowns. Prescott, a strike to Pickens in the back of the end zone. Spam those TDs. How fitting. It's Javonte Williams and George Pickens with touchdowns in this one. You'll love to see it. Pickens scores. It's about to be 17-7 Dallas. First one coming in for Vic the Slick. I'm told A.J. Brown is now reading a book on the sidelines. He's got one catch. It was a touchdown, though. Kick is away. I'll do the beer bong after this one. Eagles bring it out from the 5. Williams, 25, into about the 27, maybe 28, 29 there. Vic, here we go. Very sugary. Thank you, Vic the Slick. So Eagles, late in the third. Hurts in the shotgun from his own 29-yard line. Drops back, blitz coming. Throws, diving pass breakup by Revel. Savone Revel, the rookie, making plays. That's 2 pass breakups for the rookie. And by the way, if that ball had any ounce of arc, that might have been 6. That was a bullet. He should have tapped it. You tap triangle. Don't hold it down, Jalen. Empty on 2nd and 10. Screen blown up. Izzy Mukwamu lays the lumber on Devonta Smith, and it is now 3rd and 12. Third and 12 for Philadelphia. Hurts, throws, Goddard over the middle, is not going to get the first down. Mukwamu again making a tackle. They're going to have to punt. And Dallas, a three touchdown lead in Madden with 7-minute quarters would be insurmountable. Insurmountable if they can make it happen. Punt team on. It is away, a high punt. Good punt. Turpin at his own 11 is going to get to about the 13-14. Did they mark him at the 16-yard line? Did I see that right? There's no way he got to the 16. Prescott, 17 of 21 for 164 and a touchdown, but also several bad sacks, but a good keeper too. Up by 10. How did they mark him at the 16-yard line? He never crossed the 15. There's no way that's right. I refuse to acknowledge it. So Prescott going to go under center here. Ball at the 16-yard line. Stretch right to Javonte Williams. Truck sticks nobody and picks up 3. That is very Madden, though. Like, you press the truck stick thinking someone's going to come and that guy misses, so you just truck stick nobody. That is realistic, though, for the video game side of it. We will see if they run a play here. Someone said magical forward progress. Yeah. Cowboys will run one more play. Terrible clock management. But it's Lamb on a drag for a first down, so it don't matter. Plus a nice little juke move by CD. I feel like last year they made no moves. It was just all they just ran straight, and they've added more of those in the Sims. Cowboys up by 10. Fourth quarter coming up. The Super Chat menu. $5 Venmo gets you into the Micah decision pool. You pick the date. Micah signs or is traded. Closest one wins. $10 and increments above 22, 33, whatever. George Pickens jersey raffle. Venmo 50-50 raffle at What Going Downey for $20. $50 for a beer bong. $500 Venmo. Custom Cowboys jersey like this one. Got 2 beer bongs ready. Shout out to Vic the Slick today for being the MVP so far. 1st and 10. Ball to 29.5-yard line. They're going to motion out blue. Prescott. Seam shot. Caught. Ferguson again. He's got 100 yards on the day. That was a realistic Dak throw where he tries to thread the needle there on the seam in between double coverage. Statistically, the Dak connection there is one of the better ones in the NFL. Also leads to some picks, but that's okay because it normally leads to explosives when you do that. So it's a give and take. 1st and 10 past midfield. 6.5 to go. Prescott looking, rolling, throw it away. He does. Thank God. That they have not thrown that ball away yet when he's done that. Just get rid of it. I would like to run the ball more though, for being honest. It's 6.5 to go. The 30 seconds you tick off are great. You should tick off those seconds. from the 50, or from the 49. Handoff to Blue is going to get nothing, maybe a yard. 3rd and 10 coming up now. 3rd down, type in those threes. There's 6:15 to go in the football game here. Cowboys are up 17-7. Prescott in the shotgun, drops back to pass, throws, caught by Ferguson. He's going to get 4. That will bring up 4th and 6. It would be a long field goal try that would make it a 2-touchdown game. This is a 62-yard try from Aubrey. Can the alien deliver? Kick is on the way. I don't think he made it. I think he missed it. The score never changed. I think he missed it. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it there. I think that was short too. No good. It's 17-7. Starting off this sim with a collapse would be just unconscionable. So Eagles now get the ball past midfield. That's the downside of that kick there. Hurts will go shotgun. Empty personnel. 5:35 to go. Drops back. Throws, drag, Leofau land the lumber on Devonta Smith, a gain of 4. Clock will tick, 5:25 to play now. Can the defense make another stop? They've played pretty damn well today. 7 points was really one play. Hurts has 67 passing yards. Even with the sim stats, you just double it. It's not very good. Hurts all day, tucking, running, 30, 25, 20. Gets to there and brought down. A massive pickup on the ground by Jalen Hurts. Donovan Wilson jawing with him. I like that's added now. You kind of have like some jawing going on there. I appreciate that. Hurts in the shotgun. Ball to 20. Looking, throwing, drag, wide open man to the 5. Devonta Smith again. 1st and goal from the 5 now for the Eagles. That failed 4th down try, looming large. Would have been at least 3 points if they kicked the field goal and made it. Hurts, toss right to Saquon. Nothing there. Loses several. 2nd and goal now from the 8. I agree, John. Overshown would be the spy. He's not going to play in real life this week, so he's not playing today. No Overshown, no Diggs in this game. I agree. A spy would be nice if they would actually do that. Hurts, no huddle. Looking, throwing wide open A.J. Brown. Like the one guy to cover. In the red zone, they don't do it. Nobody goes with A.J. Brown, and it is a 1-score game. 4th quarter, Eagles have scored 17-13. Extra point will make it 17-14. I assume Elliott makes this. It'd be pretty funny if he missed it, though. It'd be really funny. It is up and good. I basically have to like monitor the score bug to see if it changes or not. That's the only way I can tell. 17-14. Cowboys have 3 minutes, 37 seconds left. Can they make a couple first downs and put this game away? In real life, I would like to run the ball on first down. That is what I would do. If you trust your run game, at least. Kick is away. I think that's Wanye Thomas on the return. 30. and gets taken down to 33 for a second there. For a second, I thought he was about to break it. For a second. Dak, 20 of 25, 200 yards, and a TD. I think Greg is right, though. Madden will throw the ball here. What they always do. Turpin is supposed to be the main guy back there, but it's on Sim. I think they do like the two-man return stuff, and I can't fix it. So we're going to have some whining back there. I might make Jaden Blue the extra return man on principle, just so it's more fun. 1st and 10, ball to 33. Prescott will give it to Javonte Williams. He will get a yard on that one. 10 carries, 48 yards for Javonte. 2nd and 9. This might be where you want to throw. 2:54 to go in the football game. Prescott in the shotgun. Drops back, throwing, caught by Pickens for a yard. So that'll take it to just outside the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Eagles have all 3 timeouts. You definitely throw it here because you're going to be right at that 2-minute warning anyway. Big 3rd down coming up here. Trips right. Prescott in the shotgun. Ball 35.5-yard line. Throws. Tolbert. 1st down. Seam shot again. Madden Tolbert delivers. 2-minute warning. Cowboys get a fresh set of downs. Eagles do have all 3 timeouts still. Very quick 2-minute warning there. 1st and 10. 2 in the backfield. Split slot set. Handoff. Williams is going to pick up 9 on that one. 2nd and inches. Timeout Dallas. Good running there from Javonte Williams. Timeout Philly. Minute 56 left. I-form set. Lipke the fullback. 2 tight ends. Williams the single back. 1st down. Timeout Philly. A minute 53 to play. And the Cowboys will bleed some clock here. Williams the single back. The Eagles will call their final timeout after this play. Handoff to Javonte. A lot of weird dancing there. And he picks up 2. 2nd and 8. Minute 50, so you run a play here that'll get you down to about a minute-ish. And you could bleed this all the way down to 25 seconds where the Eagles get the football back here, even if you don't get a 1st down. Williams the handoff, a lot of dancing, picks up a yard, maybe 2. 3rd and long coming up here. Be just over a minute when this next snap is run. I would just run it. Like, worst case is you bleed off another 40 seconds and the Eagles don't have enough time. Shotgun set, 3rd and 6, ball to 30. Prescott, gonna drop back to pass, looking, throwing, got Lamb, go down. He's down at the 10. That is gonna be ball game. The Cowboys are gonna beat the Eagles on the road in week 1 of the Madden Sim. I can't believe they threw it, but a wide open dig. Cooper DeJean is Cooper DeCooked on that one. Cowboys can kneel, and they will win 17-14. Does Madden have the auto-chew clock feature like CFB 25 does, or no? Sad. Got an extra 20 seconds of nonsense there. Cowboys win 17-14 to cap off the first of the Madden Sims. Appreciate everyone, especially Vic the Slick. Give me your one-word reaction to the Week 1 of the Madden Sim. Want to bring yourself on here, Chris, so I can take this off for the mailbag cut? I think it'd be kind of weird if I was just on here changing shirts in the end. So we'll bring on producer Chris for some shout-outs. Then I will take off I'll take like 2 minutes here. And then we'll do a mailbag after this. So get your questions in via #Cowboys. Chris, take it away.
All right, what are you guys' one-word reaction? Got Mighty Eye saying plausible, guaranteed from Mr. Sprinkles, unrealistic from Rashard Lee. Hey, is Madden ever really realistic? Tom said no. Let's see. B Fatty says foreshadowing. Cap says happy, real life. Pickens with a touchdown, baby. Let's go. See, Brian Perry says awesome. Zekeless. From James Carr there, Colton saying hopefully the Cowboys can get it done this year, man. Hopefully. Cap says Tolbert, interesting from Eric. As we'll bring Tom back on here as well.
There we go. Quick change. That's what I had underneath it. So, give me your one-word reaction. Someone said arousing. I love it. One-word reaction, and more importantly, get your mailbag questions in. When we do these, ever we do a live show, we will do a mailbag. I just think it makes too much sense not to do mailbags here. So get your questions in 2 ways. Number 1, Super Chat. Simple, easy. Get your questions in, guaranteed, no matter what. Or if you don't want a Super Chat, and that's fine too, get them in via #Cowboys. That way producer Chris can find your question. Super important when we do an hour plus of live streaming a Madden game, and there's a lot of questions that get lost there. So get them in via Super Chat or via #Cowboys. So those are your 2 paths there. We got some hilarious one words. I got stiffy inducing. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I guess I did. So, and if you don't know what that is, don't Google it. Hyphenated one words work too. Why not? It's fun. All right, get your questions in via #Cowboys or skip the line altogether via Super Chat. You all set to go on that one, Chris? The mailbag? Sweet. Let's dive into it then right now. A super thanks to begin today's Cowboys Report mailbag from CJ DeYoung. This was in reference to the short we did of the Cowboys-Eagles Week 1 schedule reveal. Excellent. 0-1 to start the season. Rad. Thanks. The start of the year against the Eagles is tough. The mid to late part, that Week 12, Week 17 slate, also hard. Cowboys kind of got the tough end of the draw with having to go play the NFC North and the AFC West. Those are 3 of the better divisions in football based on what they did last season. Makes it challenging. Bussa T says, I just want my high school buddy Malik Jefferson back on the squad. Go 46. Fingers crossed for you and Malik then, Bussa. I don't think it's going to end up happening. I wonder if Jefferson gets a chance again somewhere in a camp, but fun to have him on the Cowboys, right? I'm sure that was awesome for you. So hopefully it works for you. By the way, throughout the summer, we will be doing a $10 Super Chat. Gets you entered into our George Pickens jersey raffle. Well, if you can't watch live, you should also be able to enter that. And a $10 Super Thanks will get you in that as well. So any $10 Super Chat or $10 Super Thanks, you will be entered into our George Pickens jersey raffle. Robert, 2 questions. First, have you heard any update on Donovan Smith, the QB we tried out for rookie minicamp? And second is, can we trade for, I think it's Rachaad White, as you're thinking of, the Bucs back? First on Donovan Smith, haven't heard anything. I think he had a workout. I think he had a tryout with the Titans as well. I think I'm remembering correctly. The Cowboys didn't do much during that, so I think you're just kind of like, you never sign those tryout guys, so probably not. Rachaad White, probably not. I think he could be available. I don't think Dallas wants right now to go get it back. That could change in training camp and how things look then. I know that the Bucs like Sean Tucker, but they don't have anybody else really on the roster right now. Like DJ Williams was an undrafted free agent last year. I mean, behind Bucky Irving, behind Rashad White, behind Sean Tucker. They don't have a lot. A couple undrafted free agents, camp body types. So Josh Williams was the LSU kid who wasn't crazy productive anyway. So I don't think they're going to move him right now. From Troy, is J.K. Dobbins an option for Dallas? He's kind of in a weird spot because he got hit with that tender, the free agency tender by the Chargers. So if he leaves, he's still comp pick eligible. Dallas probably doesn't want to jeopardize that. The money, they could get him cheap enough, but he probably wants a better guaranteed path to playing time. He might just kind of stick around and wait. I'm very curious what's happening with J.K. Dobbins. If early in camp and he's still available somehow, looks bad, could revisit, but I think that tender being placed on him kind of crossed him off for a lot of teams, including the Cowboys, would be my guess. I wouldn't be mad at it if you don't trust Javonte or Miles Sanders, but, I think they're all kind of in the same bucket, and they could have had J.K. Dobbins months ago. Valid question, though, just in general on the running back room. Do the Cowboys need another back? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. From Captain Crunch, 8913. Tolbert will lose or win with George Pickens on the team now. Or will Tolbert lose or win? There's pros and cons. Like pros, he doesn't have to be counted on as the number 2 receiver. He's probably in a better spot to maximize the targets he does get. He probably gets fewer targets now. So the floor might have been raised a little bit of relative to expectations of being a 3 versus being a 2, but the ceiling probably drops. So, does he put up good 3 numbers? I think that's very, very possible. And that I think would be a good outcome for Tolbert and for the Cowboys, but this might be one more year for Tolbert and he signs elsewhere, which I don't know. I watched Diami Brown get a $10 million contract for 400 yards last year. Tolbert puts up 600. He might get a decent chunk of change in the open market. The receiver market's weird right now. Speaking of George Pickens, by the way, you can get his jersey. Now, this is the pre-order version. I know it says 0. He's not going to wear 00. Once the official number is revealed, released, announced, they'll ship it out with the actual one. So you can pre-order it right now. chatsports.com/Pickens. Link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. Charlie, can Dak win MVP this year if he stays healthy? So MVP in general often goes to a quarterback who puts up better than expected numbers on a team that was better than expected and made the playoffs. That is how Josh Allen won it last year, put up better than expected numbers on a not as good team. In the scenario in which Dak stays healthy, the Cowboys win 11 games, 12 games, and he puts up good numbers, he will be in the conversation. Because the national narrative has been the Cowboys are maybe a playoff team. Maybe. And if they make the playoffs, quarterback's going to get a lot of the credit. Just like how he gets a lot of the blame when they don't. That's how football media works. Don't agree with it, but that's how the national media works. So I would not put MVP expectations on him. I don't think that's fair after what we saw last year. But return to 2023 is possible. Crimson Cowboy, would you like to see more carries between short yardage gap scheme runs if other downhill guys aren't cutting it early in the year? Yeah, I would. I think Javonte can be that for you. He's got some decent tackle breaking. But, you want to do even just 4th and 1 handoffs? I can ride with that on Lipke. I would not be opposed to that. It was very strange last year to watch the Cowboys refuse to give Hunter carries after the Dolphins fumble, bring in Zeke to be that guy, and then go right back to Zeke after he fumbled. Kind of a weird veteran status double standard. From Fred Rogers, how you doing, mister? How hard is the schedule this year? Seems tough down the stretch. Yeah, it's not easy. The Cowboys, this is just kind of the cyclical nature of football. It's all built in advance, in terms of the teams you play. You were going to face a lot of playoff teams because you're playing the NFC North, where we all think the Vikings, Bears, Lions, Packers should be pretty good, and you're playing the AFC West, We all think those teams should end up being pretty good. It's kind of a tough schedule this year. Or AFC West, excuse me. And even your third place crossover games aren't the easiest this year. If you base it only on last year's records, which isn't fair, but last year's records, the Cowboys have like a top 5, tied for 5th, something highest schedule, and all 4 NFC East teams are in the top 8. That's unusual. It's just bad luck of the draw. And down the stretch, yeah, it's hard. You better have some wins early because you're going to have a lot of good teams you're facing down the stretch, in theory. So will the Cowboys win the NFC East? I'm not... curse is real, but I don't know if this is their year. Y for yes and for no. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. James Carr. I think people are extra low on the boys this year. I think we are a lot better than they think. Team underdog. I love it. I would prefer to be overlooked underdog team and not overhyped team every year. Now, that's because you're overhyped. You're not as good. Like, obviously, you want to be better than expected. I would use this. You're the Cowboys. You don't really get to play the nobody believes in us card very often. Play it. It is a great card. I once watched Kirby Smart play it after a national championship season. He somehow got his players to believe that people thought they were going to win 5 games. Fresh off a national championship. I don't know how he did it. He might have like voodoo tricked them. Like I don't know how he did it. Play that card. It works. So I would like to be team underdog. I completely agree, James. Brendan, what about some of the free agents who were on the team last year of re-signing this year? I had the list. Let me pull up the list here. The list is like Eric Kendricks. Let me just pull it up so I don't screw up and say wrong stuff here. Unsigned right now as of filming. Linval Joseph, Carlos Watkins, Carl Lawson, Eric Kendricks, Nick Vigil. If injuries hit you at linebacker, I could see Eric Kendricks coming back. At edge, Carl Lawson too. If you get to the later part of July and you don't love your DT room, maybe a Linval Joseph. I would like to be better at DT though. I don't want to have to rely again on July signings, August additions. I don't think that's good roster building. You have to rely on that. We will be here with year-round coverage on your Dallas Cowboys, so do not miss out. Hit that sub button right now. Captain Crunch again. Thanks for answering. Fave Cowboys Network, you're a top-tier sports journalist. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a YouTuber, but I appreciate the compliments. I know what you mean, so thank you. You think Blue could get on the Rookie of the Year talk? I think so, maybe. I'm going to go with probably not. You've got some quarterbacks. You've got Travis Hunter, who's going to get a ton of buzz. Maybe Tedderell McMillan gets involved there. You've also got a lot of higher drafted backs who are in line to get a bigger workload. I am excited about Jaden Blue. I don't know if he's good. If let's say Jaden Blue gets the touches he got at Texas, 135 touches. Genty might get 270 in Vegas. Maybe it's 250. But that's going to be a lot to probably have to overcome. Casey, DeForest Buckner trade. I would do it if I could do it. I think he fits the Eberflus defense. We know that. He's awesome. He's older. I would be shocked if the Colts did it, at least right now. We could revisit it come trade deadline time. But if you're Indy and you brought in Daniel Jones to be an alternative option to Anthony Richardson, because if this regime loses games, they're probably going to get fired, trading away your best interior defensive lineman and having to start Tommy Adebawore or Tim Smith at 3-tech is not a good idea. They need DeForest Buckner. So I don't think he's available right now. I would be shocked if he got moved. I want you guys to name a player that you want to trade for. Let me know in the comments of today's show. Daniel, is it possible the Cowboys could get involved in the Trent Henderson sweepstakes, or is that too rich for the Jones boys? It's too rich. They're not going to... Henderson's going to ask for $30 to $35 million per year, which he'll get from somebody eventually. Dallas is not going to pay that. Henderson, the whole point is that he doesn't want to play on his contract. So you're not going to trade for him and not pay him. The Bengals want a premium asset. Dallas is not going to move a 1 or a 2, and pay him $30+ million. It's not going to happen. There's honestly no way. I also don't think in the end Henderson gets traded. It's very similar to how the Cowboys do business. They're very late to do deals. I bet they cave on trade at some point. It's been sloppy. It's been ugly, but I could see him getting paid at some point. From some guy, how do you feel about the Odafe Oweh buzz? Interesting name. The Ravens have added more edges. You know, they obviously draft Mike Green in round 1. They got Kyle Van Noy. I would wonder if David Ojabo is actually a little bit more in mind as like a viable option. I know the buzz of which you are referring to. I'm trying to figure out how to be like normal here. The places from which the buzz are coming from is made up. It's not like they got into Google News, and I don't really know how it got into Google News. Like it shouldn't be an option. I don't. There'd been some buzz that the Ravens could maybe trade him. I don't think they're going to. I don't know where this they might cut him stuff has come from. I don't think that's going to happen either. He's a first-round pick. Like, those guys have expensive guaranteed contracts. Doesn't make any sense. So I would not buy the buzz at all. But I think he could be a buy low candidate next free agency. That I could see happening. I try to be very diplomatic there. Because that's just like, it's not supposed to be anything other than just like, I had this idea. And in the SEO game of just like trickle-down effect, it's like, well, they're targeting him. No, they're not. It's literally not what the article said originally. It just like, you know, I have this idea to they're predicted to their targeting. It's not how it goes. I don't know. Anyway, predict the Cowboys record for me this year. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. We will be back live again on Monday. Live show probably will have something resembling the Madden stream. I don't know what exactly, but we will have something involved there. So hit that sub button, youtube.com/@CowboysTV. We'll see you guys on Monday.